Hello everybody, my name is Taylor Avritt. I'm a senior here at Linfield College and this is my Strut Your Stuff video. I figured I'd start off by showing you basically my sanctuary for the last 4 years. This lovely place that we like to call Maxwell Field. As you can see, I have a practice going behind me. I'm a senior, so I'm an ex-football player now, and it's a little different because I should be out there, I feel. You know, I should be out there practicing with the rest of the guys and getting sweaty and getting bloody and getting a little beat up, but that chapter of my life is over, and I'm looking to move on to bigger and better things. So if the football field is my home and my sanctuary, then this would definitely have to be my office. This is where I spent countless hours working and training to become the best football player that I can possibly be. And in here is where I learned the true meaning of hard work. Now with that being said, you're probably thinking, great, we just have some meathead applying for the 2011 collaboratory internship. But that's not the case. In here is just where I've created some of the core values that drive my life, such as work ethic. Aside from being a jock and a meathead, there are a lot of other things that I'm really interested in, actually. I'm actually a really social person. What's up, Chels? I'm a really social person, and that's actually one of the characteristics that I tend to thrive on. But I was recently involved in a sorority event in which I was able to partake in the Thriller dance, and I was able to live out a dream with that, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Really interested in getting to know different backgrounds of different people and knowing basically life through a different lens other than my own. So that's something that I actually really enjoy, getting to know different types of people and creating relationships with people. And that's something that this school, Linfield College, has actually helped me, enabled me to do. I'm not exactly trying to just promote my school to you, but this is a place that's really allowed me the opportunity to meet people and to create relationships that I can continue to carry through the rest of my life. And that's something that I really focus on. And that's something that really entertains my life and gives me purpose in this world. Another thing about me is I listen to music religiously. I'm really always found with headphones. And this is not, this is something that can be seen as though I'm trying to cut everybody else out of my world, which is not the case at all. I actually like to think of it as myself having a soundtrack, or my life having its own soundtrack. So I'm always listening to music, always actually trying to experience new music. I'll be honest, I don't really mess with the country scene too much. I've given it its go around in my life and in my playlist, but I don't find any interest to it, so I'm sorry if I offend anyone who's an avid country music fan. I also really enjoy skateboarding. The only reason I say this is because I hear someone riding behind me on a longboard, but that's actually a hobby that I look to once again pick up now that I am no longer a collegiate athlete. Skateboarding was actually one of the first true loves of my life, and so I look forward to having the time and the opportunity to hurt my body and not feel consequences from football. So I'm really looking forward to being considered a skateboarder. Another thing that I really enjoy and I found a recent interest in is hosting a radio show. I, along with a friend of mine, hosted a 1-hour segment on our student-run radio station, and I had more fun doing that than almost anything else that I found as a hobby here at Linfield. I really enjoy the idea of picking music and forming a playlist in which you want to play, and then coming up with ideas and topics to discuss and hopefully keep our audience and our listeners entertained. And I will be honest, I was kicked off of the air, which is a pretty disappointing time for me. But I had no idea that you couldn't auction a date off with a good-looking man in the name of breast cancer, which is exactly what we tried to do. And my roommate was recently single, and he's probably the best-looking guy here on Linfield campus. And so we auctioned him off for a date in order to fundraise for breast cancer awareness. And our administrators didn't like that too much. We got a little publicity from a local paper, and they found that was, I guess, in violation of the FCC regulations. But, you know, who am I to know? I had no idea. So another thing about me is that I'm a beach boy. Now, you may recognize this scene from that movie Shattered, where Tom Berenger comes racing around the corners and then flying off the edge of a cliff. But to me, this is home. These are my stomping grounds. I have a serious problem with heights. know if you can tell by now, but I'm something of a family person. Whether it's my Linfield family, my football family, or even my actual family. It's definitely one of the values that sort of drives me in this life and helps focus me on where I want to be. So thank you for taking time out to get to know me a little bit and watching my YouTube video. Collaboratory 2011, take care.